Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll give it a second. Let some people get notified. Oh, and if you just subscribe to the notification bell, that way when I go live, give it a couple seconds, you'll get notified. Beautiful day. Look at that water. Look at the water. Oh my God, it looked like my beard was green. Give it a couple seconds. So yeah, because I go live every weekday. So when I go live, if you have just subscribed, I know there's a bunch of new subscribers. Please hit the notification bell too, because I'd love for you to join when I go live. I appreciate everybody leaving comments in the live streams post being live. But it's really rad when I have people in here talking in the chat. Love that. Love the commentary. Love the feedback. And this one's going to be interesting because it's not going to be popular. Maybe it is. Or maybe I just take this too jokingly. I take this whole news story comedically. And I think people want it to be some kind of serious news. And I don't think it is. But that's the funny thing. We're going to talk about Taylor Swift and Dave Grohl. I seen this news over the weekend. I was going to let it pass. And then more articles came out about it. And then the video clips emerged. I love that. Nothing can happen without there being a video clip of it. And that's cool. That you get to see it for yourself in real time. It's no more asking people what it was like. Now you find the video. Welcome if you're just joining. So that's what I was saying. Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can join up when I go live. So Dave Grohl, I guess, was playing at Wembley Stadium, and then Taylor Swift was going to be playing there. The locations might be a bit skewed, but I'm pretty sure that's how the story goes. And again, I always link the story down into the description so you can read it for yourself. You can see Dave Grohl's words for yourself. You can watch him say this for yourself. But Mr. Dave Grohl said some stuff about Taylor Swift. And he acknowledged right off the bat, let's be honest, Dave Grohl knows the power of the Taylor Swift fan base. And the irony that I don't know if anybody observed was that Dave Grohl's fan base is just as rabid. And I'm a huge Dave Grohl fan. I love his music. His music has helped me survive at times. He writes music for the masses, man. He writes anthems. Dave Grohl writes anthems. And we're going to get into that. But Dave Grohl's fan base, because I've questioned some of Dave's modalities. Is that the right word? I don't know. You tell me. But I've questioned his ways. And that's what we're going to do again today. We're going to question Dave Grohl. But what happened was Dave Grohl was on stage and he said, you don't want to feel the wrath of Taylor Swift's fan base. And he said, we call our tour, because hers is the Eras, E-R-A-S. And he says, we call ours the Errors Tour. Like I don't know, if you're from Massachusetts, it all sounds the same. So my apologies, but I'll spell it. Dave Grohl made the joke that instead of calling it the Eras, every time I say that, I think of John F. Kennedy of The Simpsons. Era. He calls it the Era Tour. So Dave was saying Taylor Swift calls hers the E-R-A-S, and he calls his the E-R-R-O-R-S Tour, making a joke. Acknowledging like he doesn't want to catch the wrath of the Swifties. And then he continues on to say, but that's kind of what happens when you've been playing for Eras, E-R-A-S, and you're playing live, you make errors, E-R-R-O-R-S. Excellent language jokes. I love the language jokes Dave's doing. Okay? And I think the whole thing was done in jest. Like, Dave was joking. He's not trying to... He likes Taylor Swift. From what this article... Again, article down in the description, so you can read it for yourself. So I think he was just taking a jab at her and her band. The funniest part is, like, name Taylor Swift's band. Name who the fuck's in her band. Nobody knows. For all we know, it's like AI, some AI robot playing guitar for her. Is there even guitar outside of when she plays it? I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, so as much as Dave was joking, the best comedy is kind of done with a hint of truth. So I think, some of her pop songs aren't really played live unless you consider played live like when Paris Hilton plays music live and she sets up her computer and hits play. Like, that's the extent. But who cares? Taylor Swift, we know you play guitar, piano, whatever, right? I think that's all she plays. We know you play your instruments when you're sitting alone in a room writing a song about a mean ex-boyfriend that has done you wrong. So I think Dave was joking, but of course, and this is where I really wish more celebrities would just pay attention. Especially if you believe that any press is good press. Because it's not like people are roasting Dave Grohl. I think everybody's just in shock that anyone says anything about anything anymore. But I think it was cool that Dave kind of made that jab. And then at the end of his little thing, again, link in the description if you want to watch the video of Dave saying this. Dave says, and that's why you came to see me, right? Or came here tonight to see some raw rock and roll played live. Dave's really got a thing with playing music live. But I find it interesting. And Taylor Swift, number one, what I'd love to see come out of this is a Taylor Swift Dave Grohl battle. Taylor Swift write an epic song about what it's like to have a pop rock star come after you. Pop rock star. I said that on purpose, Dave Grohl. Because I know he likes to think he's in the punk realm or he's a hard rocker. But let's face it, times like these is a fucking Magic 106.7 hit. Or whatever the magic radio station in your neck of the woods is. Whatever that soft rock is, that pop rock. You know, the genre Weezer has been desperately trying to get into with redoing Africa and all that stuff. Like the yacht rock. Like Dave Grohl is kind of the yacht rock of rock. Nothing wrong with this. Again, the irony of Dave Grohl saying you don't want to catch the wrath of Taylor Swift's fan base is that if you do this to Dave Grohl, you catch the wrath of his fan base. Again, I'm saying this in jest, people. It's a joke. I mean it lovingly. I love Dave Grohl. But let's be real, okay? If Dave Grohl's going to poke fun at Taylor Swift, and I'm not sticking up for her, because I do think they just hit play on a computer and she sings along. If she's even singing along, how do you do 6,481 tours around the world in, 14 nights without losing your voice, okay? And Dave would know. Because Dave played with Kurt, and Kurt, if you don't know the story about Nirvana, they were asked to play at Top of the Pops in the UK, one of their songs. And Nirvana said yes. Nirvana did not know. What's up, Kevin Hawthorne? Good to see you. Nirvana, with Dave Grohl, did not know that the bands that played at the Top of the Pops on the BBC in the UK were lip syncing, that they were singing to a backing track of themselves. So they didn't actually play their instruments, and they have their instruments. So they're tricking people by singing along with a recorded track of themselves, if that makes sense, while they're holding their instruments. And this is epic. This is real punk rock. This is fucking the epitome of Kurt Cobain and the height of Nirvana. And you can find this video on YouTube too. So they're stunned. They're like, just let us play the song live. Just let us do it live. And you don't want to piss off Nirvana because they don't give a rip, right? Chris Novoselic always said, remember, Nirvana didn't go to the mainstream. The mainstream went to Nirvana. Keep that in mind. And this is why I love Kurt, Dave, and Chris for all they did. So they said, yeah, okay. Top of the Pops, UK, BBC, whatever. You're going to just have us sing while we just pretend to play our instruments? All right, we'll do it. Kurt sings in a low baritone voice while they're like, he's fake strumming his guitar. He's going like this for everything, so it's very apparent. And then Dave Grohl's in the back, like not playing. And Chris is it is the most epic live performance ever. Because the vocals, Kurt just does a number on the vocals. And the band is just goofing around, just proving the point of like, just let us play live. If not, this is what you're going to get. Total respect. And what is Top of the Pops going to do? Not bring them back? They didn't want to not play anyways. Absolutely punk rock, hardcore, within the mainstream realm, okay? Now, I tell you that because Dave Grohl knows, touring himself, but also seeing Kurt play with that intensity every night. When you're singing that hard, you're giving that kind of performance every night, you're going to feel the strain and stress. Your body just can't keep up. So maybe that's why he's saying, she's, at least our band's playing live. He's taking a jab. And if it felt a little too real, maybe there's a little too much truth into it. But I think it was all done in jest, right? Dave Grohl is just joking, Taylor and the Swifties. But if Taylor really wants to get back at him, right? This is, I wish they would write like a battle rap, like some kind of rap battle, like Machine Gun Kelly, Eminem, except both of them are at the Eminem height. No one's really like a Class C, Class D hip hop artist that goes into emo after. I hate Machine Gun Kelly. And it's so funny that one rap battle with Eminem and the dude switched genres. And save it, all you Machine Gun Kelly fans. I know he was slowly diving into that, but he full on started wearing like makeup and doing his nails, you know, as after that rap battle. He just quit rap. Anyways, but it would be great to see some kind of rap battle, pop rock battle between Taylor Swift and Dave Grohl. And that would push the competition between those two. Great songwriters, great musicians in their own right. We would love to see that, right? Writing a song about how they got scorned on stage and the wrath of their fan base just couldn't save them this one time. And Taylor Swift is great about writing revenge songs, or, you know, what's the word? Like when you're doing better. I hope you, when you see me, you realize how well I'm doing without you in my life, whatever that crap is, right? But Taylor, you really want to get him, just talk about how Dave Grohl isn't a real rock band. He's not out there sludging it away, playing songs that only real rockers love. He's out there with like wine o'clock women in their 50s that have shirts on that say it's a wine o'clock somewhere. Like Dave Grohl is the epitome of soft rock, yacht rock, pop rock. He encompasses all those. And again, Dave Grohl fans, calm down. I'm a Dave Grohl fan. But Dave Grohl is pop rock. I mean, he is not like this heavy, every riff to his kind of sounds the same. It's like the quintessential Dave Grohl, Jen and Jan and Jan, 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 Jan. That's every song. But Dave, you are, you know, you really are making that raw hard rock, raw live rock and roll, doing the heavy lifting when you said you're here to see raw rock and roll live. Because I don't know how rock and roll you are. There's quite a few more bands out nowadays that are a little more rock and roll. I mean, every time you release a new song, Dave, I want to like check it out and go, let's see this Medicine After Midnight. Ooh, okay, it's like Goo Goo Dolls in 2020. I hate to say that. I'm very sorry. I do not mean to compare Dave Grohl to the Goo Goo Dolls. I really don't. But it's got that vibe. It's like, oh, it's another one of these songs. Okay. I mean, when he hit the scene, amazing. He had a sound, a tone. He had some variety. There was the whole Dave-averse of song play. But now it feels like it's just kind of regurgitated, and it's very in that genre, like that pop rock genre. It's very much pop rock, just played live. And I think that would be absolutely hilarious for Taylor Swift. Taylor, if you're watching, number one, hit subscribe and the notification bell. You always want to hit the notification bell so you get notified when I go live. But Taylor, after you subscribed, and thank you for doing that. And hit the thumbs up button, Taylor. You know she's checking this out at some point. Her name's on the internet. People probably throw this to her. Taylor, you want my advice to go after Dave and, you know, get under his skin with a joke done in jest that has maybe a little too much truth that might get a little backfire too? Greatest pop rock icon of the century. Call him, what's a great... Call him, is it somehow... Take the joke in stride and throw some shade back at him. Do it. Because you start to play like this was serious talk, and all of a sudden it becomes unfun. But Dave Grohl was just having fun. That's all he does. That's what soft rockers do. They just want to have some fun. You know? Now, if you're talking about like a hard rock dude talking about this, or someone punk, yeah, you got to worry about them spitting on you or getting some kind of bodily fluid on you. But this isn't the punk realm. Okay? This is pop rock. This is like, you know, stuff you're going to hear on your mom's radio station before bed. What was that lady? Delilah. I never listened to her, but wasn't she the national show, Delilah? She talks to you before you go to sleep. Because, I mean, let's face it, times like these, Learn to Fly, are those the same song? They might, I don't know. No, I'm a big Dave Grohl fan, okay? I know everybody's giving me a hard time. I'm just tired. But Times like these, Learn to Fly, Long Road to Ruin, Walking After You. Listen to anything on the double album. I mean, Best of You absolutely has some hard rock vibes. But the majority of Dave's collection, his discography, could easily be sampled into the soft rock genre. And I think that would be hilarious, Taylor. You want to get Dave under his skin? Chirp back a little bit, have some fun with him? I say do that, because it's the truth, you know, and you can have some fun with it. Be like, we get it, Edwin McCain. I'll be... That's that dude, Edwin McCain. But I love this. This doesn't happen enough. And I don't know if it's because these celebrities are just in their own planet where they just don't have to pay attention to nothing else. If they're too busy because they're playing live rock and roll. Dave Grohl, come on. You're not playing live rock and roll. You're playing live soft rock, okay? You might have some distortion going, but the majority of your albums can be played on acoustic guitar, which I believe you do. Anyways, it's not a diss. I love he's an epic songwriter, one of the greatest of the 21st century. Is that what we're in? 22nd century? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an astrologist, timeologist. But man, I wish celebrities would do this more and just have some fun, poke fun at each other. Because I don't think, you know, that's one thing you got to give Dave credit about. He ain't scared to say something like that and, you know, throw it out there. And that's the punk rock spirit that Dave does embody. He does have that. And how do you not have that when you were the beat? You were the soul for Kurt. You know, you were the backing vocals, kept that beat for him. You have that punk rock spirit. So Dave has it. He's just old. He's like dad rock now. Dad rock is still a little too hard to classify him. I think there's harder dad rockers out there. But great music nonetheless. Taylor, call him out. Soft rock and yacht rocker. It must not be too difficult to play that yacht rock all day long. Hilarious. Come on, Taylor. Go back after him. Go back after him. Again, I put the link in the description. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell. But if you want to read the story and watch, they have a tweet with the video in the link that I placed below. So you can watch Dave saying it. And yeah, I think he's taking a jab, but I also think he's doing the whole thing in jest. Like, he's just having fun. And in the article, I believe that, you know, they talk about Dave. In 2015, Dave made an appearance in the UK and talked about how much he loved Taylor Swift. And how can you not? I mean, to think about what that girl has written on her own is phenomenal. You know, what a songwriter, what a poet, what a musician. I mean, of course he knows he can't dog her like a Machine Gun Kelly or something. If he want, you know what I mean? If he did that to like a Machine Gun Kelly or something like that, then them be fighting words. But you got to consider the context. He's going after Taylor Swift because he's having some fun with her. I still think it's a good point of like, if you're such a Taylor Swift fan, name some of her band members. Maybe Taylor Swift fans do know that. Maybe I'm just like so far out of the realm. I like her because my kids like her, but you know, outside of Taylor Swift on guitar, tell me who's in her band. Kenya? Not the African country. I'm asking a question. Kenya? All right, I got to wrap this up. I'm still working on a Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi video. I'm working real hard on it because I'm chopping so much out of it, and I'm finding the direction. Okay? The other thing I wanted to show you is, I'll show that to you. Nothing. You know what? If you hit subscribe, I wanted to show you something, but I'm going to wait. If you hit subscribe and you hit the notification bell, I go live every weekday. So every day this week I will be live. Maybe I'll share with you what else I've been up to. Maybe I'll share it. Maybe I'll show you a different day. So please, we got to crack 1330. We are so close. I think we're 2 or 3 subscribers away from hitting 1330. And I can't do it without you. And everybody who has been subscribing, thank you so much. It means the world to me. We're going to be bigger than Philly DeFranco. Philly DeFranco gives you a news commentary, rundown a few days a week. I'm here live. Just like Dave Grohl says, if you're here for the live rock and roll news commentary, hit that subscribe button. We're going live every day. I feel like I should parlay that into somehow being like Dave Grohl. It ain't, yeah, Philly, it must be nice in that air-conditioned studio reading your teleprompter. I'm out here live reporting the news, giving a live commentary. We're coming for you. We're going to be at the top soon. People keep subscribing, and I'm very, very blessed and very, very grateful, not grandpa-ful. So yeah, let's crack 1330. We're on our way to 1 million. How many does Philly DeFranco have? I got to look that up because we're going to beat him. All right. And I thank you for everybody who's getting in right now, who's supporting the channel right now. I can't wait till we make this bigger and better. And I want to go live from a studio like Philly can bring up stuff. I can't bring up stuff when I go live, but that's the goal. So hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I thank you so much for joining. I wish you nothing but the best. Have a blessed day. I am out.